Hi. So for Libra season, I feel like so many things are changing for you and your love life. So if you're not here to hear a love message, that's totally fine. But I can't lie, I see love and I see love coming towards you in Libra season. The reason why I say this is the first card was car problems. And I feel like for some of you guys, you may have felt like things have been like stalled when it comes to your love life. Things have been like delayed. I feel like also too, I think you have come to realize how you've been causing the delays in your own ways, how you have been causing delays for yourself. And I feel like also, I think you were also delayed for a reason, for a purpose. And I feel like especially since we were in eclipse season, I really think that there were certain emotions that you needed to purge, certain expectations that you needed to release. I feel like just so that you would be much more open to take risks. And the reason why I say this is because of the cards at the very end of the reading, but we'll get to that. But I feel like with car problems, yeah, there has been some delays. I feel like there's been moments where you're like, okay, I've been really putting in a lot of energy into myself. I have all this love to give, but what's going on, universe? And it's interesting because when I clarified car problems, I got the Ace of Wands. And it's funny because I heard Push to Start by Tyla. So I feel like it's about to be go time in Libra season. With the Wheel of Fortune, I feel like things are finally turning. Things are moving. Things are moving in a positive direction when it comes to your love life. I feel like your good karma is coming in. And I feel like I've been saying that for a while, but I feel like things are finally shifting. I feel like also things that are fated to happen are about to pop off. And the reason why I say this is because I feel like you have two individuals. This Knight of Wands is definitely from your past, and I feel like with this Knight of Pentacles, this person also could be from your past. I'm gonna be real with you. With the Knight of Wands, it's giving me more of a karmic energy than the Knight of Pentacles. And I feel like Spirit is really saying with this Ace of Wands, like, this is your opportunity to grow, but I feel like in two different ways. I feel like with the Knight of Wands, when I clarify this individual, sorry, there's like a bunch of cards. I got the Four of Pentacles. I feel like this person is holding on to you for dear life. You're like a life vest, like you're like a lifesaver. And this person, it's almost like if you ever saw Lord of the Rings, or if you just know this reference, when they're like, oh, my precious. That's the vibe that I'm getting with this individual. This person knows that you're the MVP. This person knows that you're valuable. And this person almost views you as a possession. And I feel like this person, I honestly feel like, if you want me to be real with you, I feel like this person has like a lot of resentment for how much you've outgrown them. And I feel like this person only wants to hold you back. Whereas I feel like this Knight of Pentacles is honestly afraid. And I feel like this person's afraid because I think this person knows very well that you are the person that's for them. I think that they feel like there's nobody better for them than you. And I think that's what scares them, and I think that's what intimidates them. Because I feel like this is the type of individual where they've also, with the Knight of Pentacles, has been taking their time, making their way towards you. I feel like this person could have also been facing delays. They could have caused delays on themselves. I feel like this person kind of stalled things, and the reason why I say that is because of fear. And there's a lot of cards. It's fear and heartbreak. I feel like this person's carrying past heartbreak, and I feel like it's clouding their judgment and it's making them think so negatively. I feel like this individual, if I can find the I can't. The Five of Pentacles came out. I feel like this person's so afraid of you rejecting them. I feel like this person's so afraid of you rejecting them, and that's why they haven't come forward. I feel like this person, I think, is starting to wake up or is about to have a revelation. If I can find the Tower card. They're about to have a revelation that, wow, I've been causing my own delays when it comes to love, when it comes to this connection. And I feel like this person has a lot of obstacles that they have to overcome. And I think that's what's happening with them now in Libra season. I think they're facing their own inner child wounds. I think this person really is afraid of rejection. It has nothing to do with you. And I feel like they're about to face themselves. I think this is the type of individual, because of the other cards that I was getting, where I feel like they distract themselves with work. I feel like they distract themselves with what's productive instead of facing their emotions. I feel like this person has a hard time with being vulnerable and feeling things and going after what it is that they desire. But what's interesting is what I was saying before in the beginning of the reading, that I feel like in a Libra season, I feel like both of these individuals are coming towards you. And with the Six of Cups, that's why I'm like, I'm not sure if both of them are from the past, but I definitely feel like that Knight of Wands is definitely from the past, that karmic individual. I feel like with the Six of Cups, yeah, like I feel like they're both coming towards you, but I don't feel like the Knight of Wands has the best intentions. I feel like this Knight of Pentacles has good intentions, which is interesting because the last card was they have good intentions. And what I find really interesting was the overall energy was your energy ripples, you inspire others. And I feel like you inspired both of these individuals, whether they tell you that or not, especially this Knight of Wands. I don't know if they would ever let you know that, but I feel like you inspire both of these individuals. And I feel like you're, especially with this Knight of Pentacles, you've had such a positive impact on their lives, whether they tell you this or not. Like, I feel like your friendship has really given them, like I said, the inspiration to transform their lives. And I feel like this person is really intimidated by you with the Knight of Wands, because this came out when I clarified the Knight of Pentacles. This person is really intimidated by you because this person, I feel like, has a hard time being vulnerable and coming out of their comfort zone, expressing to people how they truly feel. And I feel like they've had a lot of breakthroughs. I feel like they're about to have more breakthroughs because of you and the energy that you possessed. Well, still possess, but you know what I mean. But I really feel like it was the power of your friendship, I can't get that out of my mind, that really helped to transform them and put them where they're at right now. I feel like this person, like I said, really values their career, and it almost serves as, they could be a workaholic, and it almost serves as like a way of not having to face these emotions. But it's like this person tried to avoid facing their emotions for so long, and the universe is like, no, we're calling judgment on you. It's time for you to face yourself. It's time for you to face what you've been avoiding. And I feel like what they've been avoiding is that they know that you're the perfect person for them. You're showing up as the lovers. This person views you as somebody that shares the same morals, shares the same values as them, somebody that they feel like they could have a healthy connection with, somebody that it brings them a lot of peace, and it could be a harmonious connection. And I feel like this person has just been so afraid of answering the call from the universe. I feel like the universe has been trying to divinely guide this individual, and they have not answered the call. And I feel like that's what's changing in Libra season, them finally answering the call. And when I was asking Spirit what your advice is, I feel like your advice really is just to, I don't know where the High Priestess is. I'm like, where are all these cards? I feel like your advice really is just to trust your intuition. I feel like your advice is to, if you feel called to, because the Ace of Wands came out, because I think the Two of Wands is somewhere here. I'm like, where are these cards? Okay, here, at least the Two of Wands is here. Because this also came out with your advice. I feel like Spirit is telling you to come out of your comfort zone. I feel like to trust your intuition, and I feel like, but to come out of your comfort zone, I feel like to, at the very least, hear this person out. Yeah, I feel like at the very least, hear this person out. I feel like there's, like I said, a transformation that's taken place for you. And I feel like it's important for you to trust your intuition, because I think your fear may start to take over, and Spirit is like, go with what your heart is telling you. Drop what is not serving you. And I feel like don't doubt yourself. I'm feeling like there's going to be an ending that takes place. There's going to be an ending that takes place, but it sets you free, and it sets you free towards where you're meant to be, which is this Two of Cups. So I feel like just trust your intuition, and I feel like don't let the fear take over.